Yes, I know the thumbnail has Swallow Star, bro. It's not necessarily a cultivation novel, but who gives a fuck? Listen, I was in the shower. I was butt booty naked. I was like, damn, man, what's the next video I'm going to do? What's the next video that I'm going to make? So I was like, I always talk about how I'm like a dual cultivator. I watched the anime most of my life, and now I'm into cultivation novels. So why not explain the difference between the two, since I have the best of both worlds, honestly? And this isn't no distant anime, this isn't no distant cultivation novel. I'm just gonna show the differences and the similarities of the two, because like I always say, they're like two sides of the same coin. Also, if you are liking the videos, make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends. I have videos coming like this every single day. If y'all have some ideas y'all want me to do videos, just drop them out in the comments. I'm always reading my comments. Trust me, I check like every 3 hours. I kid you not. Well, enough being said, let's just get into the video already. I'm not trying to make this too long. You see it right here, man. The difference between anime and cultivation novel. Let's just get into it. Remember, guys, I'm not saying one is better than the other. They're two sides of the same coin. Just like how I said at the beginning of the video, they share some similarities. Don't worry, I'm gonna explain it sooner or later. So you see the Venn diagram, anime on the left, cultivation on the right. Let's get into it. The 95% rule. I wish I would have put rule, but we're gonna call it 95%. Now, what is the 95%? What is this rule that they both share? What is this ethereal 95% rule? Now, if you cultivate it high enough in anime and in cultivation novels, you know that 95% of these are trash, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. And this comes from somebody who used to watch the seasonal anime every, like, winter 2018, winter 2017, spring 2017, freaking summer 2017. I'm talking about I was watching every single one of them. I was a no life, man. I was a shut-in meat. And trust me and believe me, I watched most of them and I came out of them like, wow, that was absolutely forgettable and garbage. That's probably why I don't even remember most of the anime I watched, because they were so forgettable and garbage. Same thing with cultivation novels. It's even more like that with cultivation novels, if anything. At least, we're gonna get into that soon. But yeah, cultivation novels the same way. These niggas are not innovative at all, especially the Chinese authors. Tropes. Now, what do tropes mean? Basically, it's a motif or a literacy. Oh my god, can I speak? Is a literacy device that niggas use that basically is like overused or shit like that. Like the dures, like tsundere, yandere for anime. There's even like that in cultivation novels. Speak of the devil. Yes, man, cultivation novels got dures. Stop acting like, you see, you niggas don't be liking to say that they have dures, bro. I'm gonna sit here and admit it right here. The Grand Grey Sovereign. Cultivation novels got dures, bro. Have you ever read Against the Gods, bro? You seen how the harem be interacting with him, bro? I fucking hate it, man. Jesus Christ, 9-star Hegemon Body Heart. I hate it also. War-defying Dan God. Oh my god, I just want to jump off a bridge anytime I hear about that. But yes, we all know anime got dures. I don't even need a rant about this. Come on, man. Harems, do I have to get... Bro, come on, bro. 9-star Hegemon Body Heart. Against the Gods. Martial World even had one. Shit, you could even say in Renegade Immortal he technically had one. A Will of Eternal. Shit, you could say technically I Shall See the Heavens had one. Bro, like, it's in all of it. Even in the biggest peak. I Shall See the Heavens basically had one. Renegade Immortal basically had one. The only one I could think who was really on the grind was Fangwan. Like, he was really on that grind, bro. He didn't really care about really nothing, bro. The only reason he would get a girl is because of benefits. Honestly, bro just care about becoming the immortal. He don't really care about none of these harem, none of these women, none of these bullshit ass plot lines, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. He just trying to get from 10C to 1A quickly, as fast and quickly as possible. But yes, we all know animes have harem, bro. We all complained about harems. It's one of the worst things ever. We get it. Listen, okay? Now you might be like, yo, what the... Listen, man, we all know anime got incest. Have y'all remember that Kiss X Sis anime, bro? Whatever that is with them twin sisters liking their younger brother or whatever, bro. Like, we all know it. We've all seen it. Have y'all remember Sword Art Online, the second season, when his own cousin freaking had a crush on him? Like, let's not forget about these, man. And Cultivation, do I have to get into it? Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's not really like that with the Eastern, not with the Chinese authors, but if you go to the Western authors, you go to webnovel.com, bro, and you click on the harem tag and you pick out any one of the harems, bro, you're gonna find some incest in there, man. I even have some reviews up on my channel about that shit, man. Shout out to those videos. Yeah, man, do I really have to break this down, bro? We all know anime got incest, but cultivation novels also have incest too. Let's not get our panties up in a bunch, man. We all know this. People who say there ain't no incest in cultivation novels, you're in denial. Oh, you remember Crazy Leveling System? Didn't he marry his aunt? Yeah, that's all I have to say. Listen, man, we all know anime got lollies, bruh. Now, you might be like, why do Cultivation share this, bro? Do y'all not read Against the Gods? What was that girl name, bro? What else, bro? The Western cultivation novels. Hey, even though I don't consider them cultivation novels, they're still cultivation novels, man. I just think they're a disgrace. The Grand Gray Sovereign removes them from the line of cultivation novels. They're not a part of the bloodline, but they are, man. Sadly, there inherently is. I just try to be delusional. I try to see past it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be casting the Tao of illusions on myself, but I gotta be real for this video. Yes, there is lollies. Yes, there is a lot of lollies in the Western cultivation novels, if I have to be truthfully honest. I literally have one, a review, Primordial Dragon with a cultivation system. Literally, he marries an 11-year-old girl. Bro, well, she looks 11 years old. She's a lolly. She's a billion-year-old lolly. She's the classic stereotype that niggas on Twitter like to make fun of anime fans for. You know what I mean? It's like, that's all I'm gonna have to say for this one. I'm disappointed. And Isekai, come on, can we not forget the Isekai? Is the only thing different between cultivation novels and anime novels is the method of how they get Isekai. You know, anime characters, they're shedding needs. They finally go outside because they want to get a drink or something, or they realize, you know what, maybe I need to be more healthy. Maybe they got a new job, and they cross the street and they get hit by a truck, or they probably save somebody and get hit by a truck. Cultivation novels, bro will probably be playing an RPG. You know what I mean, sipping on some Fanta or whatever, man. And it is he downloading a cheat. There's a thunderstorm outside. Right when the lightning descends, vision goes dark, black, hazy. He opens his eyes and now he's in a new world. But you know what they both have in common? They don't care about their past lives because their past lives usually suck. This is just for, you know, readers who actually have trash lives to be able to immerse themselves in it more. I see it. I see it through because it's like, damn, man. I have yet to see somebody have a good, amazing life. I'm talking about amazing family, amazing kids, making hella bread, famous, and they end up dying. And then they regret dying. Like, come on, bro. Now, what do anime have more than cultivation novels? Story-based. I ain't gonna lie to you. Anime tend to be more story-based, while even though cultivation is story-based, the power system is very, very, very intensely tied in with the story. Not all animes really have that. Shonens tend to have that, but it's still not as fleshed out as cultivation. Now, that doesn't mean that shonen power systems like Naruto or Bleach isn't fleshed out. It's just more so cultivation has to be fleshed out. I mean, these niggas be going from 10C to 1A. I always says this. It's like if anime power systems went 100%, if the author went 100% into their power system, cultivation novels have to go 150 or 200%. They have to. It's just inherently, bro. That's just how it has to be. Like I said, there's no diss on anime, two sides of the same coin. You could flip them. You could get heads or tails. You can still see some heads and tails and vice versa. Like, you know what I mean? They're whatever that means. A lot of media, man. We talking about manga. We getting art design for animes before they drop. You know what I mean? We getting concept art. Anime adaptations is coming out the ass. Like, there's so much, especially since anime is now popular worldwide now. When I was a kid, man, you couldn't say you like anime, you know what I mean? But now everybody talks about Jujutsu Kaisen. Everybody talk about how they watch Naruto. Everybody talk about how they watch Bleach Peak or whatever, right? My Hero Academia. It's so much media now, especially now that the Western fan base is picking up for anime and it's still ramping up. Is like we getting so much. It's easy to consume anime. It's so easy. A lot more variety. Come on, guys. We got freaking firefighters and niggas getting reincarnated as vending machines. Like, what variety are we getting more than that in cultivation novels? I have yet to see some variety. We praise freaking Reverend and Insanity for the goose system. That's how much variety we need, bro. I can't even name another cultivation type system that is like the goose system, man. That's the only one I can really think of. Until some more novels get translated, unless you read like NTL novels, which is those are the forbidden scriptures. I do not recommend reading MTL novels. If you're reading MTL novels, bro, forbidden scriptures. I read a couple, you know, I read Chaotic Objects. I read one that's actually recently getting translated, Mythical Beast. How I cultivated a stellar beast or some shit like that. It was called something like that. I'm pop it up on the screen probably. But like, yeah, I read my fair share of MTL novels. I'm the Grand Gray Sovereign, of course. I read some MTL novels, but then I started to get chi deviation. I started like my cultivation base was circulating weirdly. My foundation was getting crippled low key, slowly but surely. It was slowly seeping in. I started to read crazy. I started to look between the lines, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you though. It's a forbidden scripture. I started to read. I start to understand the Google Translate. It was kind of crazy, but unless you read MTLs, there's not really a lot of variety. All cultivation systems are most likely the same. This is why niggas praise the Urgent Step system and the Goose system off of Reverend Insanity. Besides that, they're most likely lower realms, higher realms, endgame. Not really a lot of variety in that. No juice. Listen, man, shout out to all the mangaka. Shout out to all the anime fans, man. Shout out to all the manga create. Well, mangaka means manga creator. Anime creators, man. Listen, They do not be juicing their shit out. They be like, you know what, man, I have an end game for my story, man. I'm gonna execute it, man, start to finish. The only mangakas I can really think of who's really juicing it out is Oda, but Oda's the GOAT, so we're not gonna even say that. He's just very ambitious. And then we got Rent-A-Girlfriend. Like, listen, he must have picked up, I don't know where he found this scripture at. He found the Emperor's Domination scripture. He started scanning it. He realized, damn, this nigga making hella bread when he was finna end it like 3,000 chapters ago. I gotta keep on going. And so, yes, he's juicing it out. That's a rarity. This is why people keep on talking about Rent-A-Girlfriend in the anime community, because it's really rare to see somebody juice it out. It's like, damn, you're really stretching this story. Besides that, anime, manga really don't have that juice. Nobody really be getting juiced out for real. See-through, okay, now what I mean by see-through is like, you know that one anime character that kind of looks like Kirito, and then every single one of them is a carbon copy? Yeah, it's kind of like that, but you could even say Cultivation novels have that. But I don't even mean that type of see-through. That's just 25% of it. Oh, what I mean by see-through. I just mean like, it's really corny, you know what I mean? Like, the tropes, it's very cringy. I don't know if it's because I aged, but like, if I try to, like, I remember I used to love reading and watching harem romance novels. But now if I watch him, I'm cringing. I'm like, ugh, like I'm getting hairs standing up just thinking about it, bro. Like, it's just very cringy. And that ties into my next point. Incel MC, bruh. This is why, like, Rent-A-Girlfriend is literally a prime example of this. Like, look at how the MC reacts to women, man. It's like he's never seen a girl in his life. He's over here thinking about crazy scenarios. He's divining through multiple multiverses, thinking about all the possible scenarios while he's just sitting here, like, just being a weirdo, just being a really big creep, bro. And I'm sad to say, Rent-A-Girlfriend isn't like the only, Kazuya isn't the only MC like that in anime. And you see that a lot more in anime than you do Cultivation novels. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You do see them sometimes in the Western novels, Cultivation novels especially. But like, besides that, there's not really like an incel MC in Cultivation novels. I mean, like, there's even worse though. It's worse on the Cultivation side. Trust me, we're gonna get to that. What the Cultivation got over anime? Massive scaling. Now listen. Well, it's a Cultivation novel. It has to have massive world building. It has to have massive power scaling. It's Cultivation. I mean, we trying to defy the heavens. We trying to become immortal. Like, that's just the inherent thing. This is why I said, like, it's 200% in the scaling. It has to be scaling. It has to be scaling. That doesn't mean the story is bad. Look at I Shall Seal the Heavens. Look at Renegade Immortal. You know what I mean? Very story based, but it's also tied in with the power system. The power system, it's punching. It's always on tempo with the story. It doesn't really necessarily need to be like that in most anime. Listen, man, if y'all ever read Martial Goddess Story, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say about rape and torture, man. Rape and torture, sadly, is prevalent in Cultivation novels, especially the Eastern fantasy ones. Them Chinese authors are demons. They're almost itching closer towards abyssal demons. If not, they're secretly hiding their cultivation base. I can't see through them. Yes, the Grand Sovereign, the Great Grand Sovereign, the one that resides with the heavens, cannot see through these abyssal demons. I don't know who's making these abyssal demons, bro. I don't know how they're hiding their cultivation base in front of me, but hey, man, there's been a couple times where I'm reading a novel and it's good and dandy, and then some rape happened. It's like, bro, come on. Yes, we got torture MCs, which is as bad as rape. Come on, I talked about it in my last review. In Martial Goddess Story, nigga literally fed some spirit beast, some aphrodisiac, tie some dude up, and he proceeded to get raped by a whole bunch of spirit beasts or some shit like that. It's like, come on, bro. Like, you ain't really even need to do that. Bro's also a murder hobo, which also ties into my next point. Come on, man. I think the murder hobo aspect is tied into most Chinese author or Eastern cultivation novels. It's always devilish. I'm gonna eviscerate your whole sect. I'm gonna kill your whole bloodline. They're all murder hobos. Personally, for me, man, I've read so many cultivation novels that it's kind of just like. But shout out to the Western novels like Aspect, man. Oh, I love Aspect. Shout out to Genetic Ascension just came out. Shout out to Aspect for that. Grand Ancestral Bloodline, Rebirth of the Immortal Nameless God. Like, Lightning is the Only Way was another good main character. I loved Gravis till he opened a business. They're not murder hobos. They're actually like full-on fledged character. They feel 3D. They feel 3D dimensional. Like, especially Gravis, he was going through so many mixed emotions and shit like that, man. It was insane. He felt so human. But them Chinese authors, man, they murder hobos inherently, bro. Like, come on, bro. Besides that boy Hanju didn't really want to murk niggas unless he one-tapped them. He gave them an easy death. Not a lot of variety. Yeah, I've said this. Besides, once you read all the Urgent novels, all the I Eat Tomatoes novels, and even then, all I Eat Tomatoes novels feel the same. Like, once you read one I Eat Tomatoes novel, you read them all. The main characters sort of the same. They have the same motive. The only thing different is the story, and even then, the story kind of got the same thing. There's always tournament arcs. There's always Secret Realm arcs. Like, it's like, god damn, like, even shonens aren't, like, people like to say almost every shonen is the same, but oh my god, there's more variety in between each and every shonen than fucking Cultivation novels. All of them have a tournament arc. All of them have a freaking face slapping arc. Everybody have a Secret Realm arc. It's like, god dang. Oh my god, bro. I just be slumped out like this. Like, it's like, bro, come on. Like, there's really not a lot of variety, bro. This is why niggas praise Urgent. This is why niggas praise, like, Reverend Insanity. It's something different. It's something unique. There's not really a lot of variety, sadly. Once you read the godly tier ones, you're back to the garbage, and now you gotta find gold in between mixed piles and piles of garbage and doo-doo dookie and all types of dead bodies, bro. Because it's just like, oh my god. Heaven defying. All main characters are heaven defying in some way. It may not be tied to the story like how it is in 9-Star Higma Body Art or Reverend Insanity. Not like they're heaven defying life forms, but in a sense where these niggas be crippled, they have no meridians, this is the body they're born with, and then they get a heaven defying treasure, and now they start scaling crazy amounts and blasting through the realms like fucking crazy. Like, they're all heaven defying, you know what I mean? They go against the odds is what I mean. That's just inherent in Cultivation novels. Base power system, like I said, 10C to 1A. Come on, they have to. Like I said, they're heaven defying. They're trying to be immortal. The power system to gain them to immortality have to be very fluid. Also, another one, Tao to be Czar Immortal is also another good one. Once that finished translating, I say a year from now, people's gonna be praising that like they do Reverend Insanity. That shit is absolutely peak. It only has like less than 600 chapters right now, but oh my god, bro, it's absolutely amazing. The power system different, the plot is different. Ain't no freaking tournament arc at the beginning, no Secret Realm arc at the beginning, bro. It's like, oh my god, it's amazing. But yeah, base power system 10C to 1A, tied into the story, it has to, bro. These niggas trying to become immortal. Now, Young Masters, I don't think in my 10 plus years of watching anime, I've ever seen a young master in an anime. Young masters are arrogant, twat ass niggas, man, who just very arrogant, feel like they own everything, you know what I mean? Like, the most common situation you'll see in the novel is, let me think, bro. And this goes back to not a lot of variety. This situation happens so much in the novel. MC joins a sect. The young master there has a crush on a girl. MC starts feeling for this girl also. Young master peeps on that, send his goons to go cripple the nigga, or at least what they say is kowtow 3 times and give me your right arm, and then maybe I'll forgive you. MC beats up the goons. The young master's mad. He said, you know what, the next day, I'm gonna wait the next day because I gotta break through real quick, and the next day I'm gonna go over there and slaughter that nigga. And since my dad is the elder at this sect, no nigga will know. He goes over there the next day. MC broke through off the treasures of the goons. He broke through. Now he can use one ability from his treasure, beats up the young master. The young master goes to his elder. Elder does something crazy. MC runs away. MC breaks through, come back, beats up elder. Like, it's the most common situation in all these young master situations. Sadly, not a lot of variety, like I said. Young masters are really annoying. I really, really hate them. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Nobody like to talk about the young masters in Martial World. Martial World had a lot of young masters, bro. I swear to God. Luckily, the story was written well. I like to call it the Dragon Ball Z of Cultivation novels because it got everything. It got bloodline transformations, harem, unique characters, but god dang, they also had everything bad about it. Young masters, I ain't gonna lie to you, sometimes he got very, very lucky. Although he had to scheme, just like how when he got that dragon root and stuff like that, and that cultivation furnace, he did have to scheme against them niggas, but still, it's like, oh my god. Bro, Martial World is still good, bro. Martial World is still like top 15 for me, but like goddamn, there were so many young masters. And face slapping. Now, what is face slapping? You know the infamous Mang Hao McDonald's meme? If you don't know about that, copy and paste it. I'm gonna explain face slapping to you just like how I made a situation about young masters. Say I walk into a pill shop or an alchemist shop, right? And let's just say I'm gonna buy the most expensive pill there. The lady see I have shabby clothes on. I got dirt marks all over my face. She think I'm poor. She see my cultivation base. I'm only in the foundation establishment. She's in a core formation. She feel a little bit more power over me. She feel like she's better than me because her cultivation base higher, and because of that, she feels like she could judge me. She's like, man, you can't afford this pill. You should probably, go a little bit cheaper. We got other options, you know what I mean? And I face slap her by pulling out my bag of holding. I drop a whole bunch of spirit stones, and they're ultra high quality. Her eyes go big. Now she have to call the freaking manager of the pill alchemist shop. He comes down. He's like, yo, you got VIP, bro. I didn't know you was like this. I didn't know you was balling like this. That's basically face slapping. Or let's just say I'm fighting somebody and they see that I'm in the peak of the chi condensation realm. They're in the early foundation establishment. They think they could beat me. They don't think that I'm gonna be able to like one tap them, and then I end up one tapping them. Their goons' eyes pop out. Oh my god, this dude's in the early chi formation realm, and this dude one tapped this dude in the early foundation establishment. He's a god. He's a demon. He's a devil. Yada yada yada. It's so see through, man. It makes no sense. Well, that's been the end. You see it on the screen. I went through it all, man. That's all the tropes, really. I mean, at the end of the day, like what you like. I do think you should pick up reading Cultivation novels. It's absolutely amazing when you do find a good one, just like how it's absolutely amazing when you do find a good anime. When you find that good anime, oh my god, it's absolutely amazing. Just like how when you find that good Cultivation novels especially, because they are hard on the 95% rule. But once you find a Cultivation novel, mwah, bro, it's absolutely peak. You might even reread it, just like how I reread Renegade Immortal twice. And that's been a Grand Sovereign. I'm finna go cultivating the heavens, and I'll talk to you young boys later. Peace.